Hello, everybody. Welcome to this meeting. Thank you so much for showing up. And today we are going to be interviewing a lady who is called Betty Muriithi, and she created her first online course and launched it. And it was something we call DIY, do it yourself. And she did it. And in this masterclass, she will help us understand the challenges she experienced, how to go about it on Udemy, and so many other things. She will just help us understand these other things. So if you have your course, you are something by the side you can teach, well and good. So teaching online, it's not about teaching chemistry, teaching literature, teaching I don't know what. You can teach anything, okay? So you will see the type of people we have who teach things online. So my name is Njambi, and thank you so much for attending. You can find me on Instagram as Miss Jambi J, and with between Miss and Jambi there is underscore. Jane Jambi on Facebook and Jane Jambi on YouTube. And let me introduce my co-host, Betty Muriithi, who teaches Life Skill Bootcamp on Udemy. So Betty, introduce yourself again. Tell people more about you. Hello? Betty, we are losing you. Hello?
Hello, sorry for that. The
Yes.
internet is fluctuating here. I hope it doesn't disappoint me. You can hear me?
Yes, I can.
My name is Betty Mukami, and I have been a teacher for the past 14 years or so. Part of that experience actually was being an entrepreneur, and it was specifically in training or teaching. And so when business kind of plummeted during the COVID-19 season, I thought, what else can I do with my skills as a teacher? And that's when I joined actually the Africa's leading ladies groups, and I saw Njambi's post about some of the ways you can make money online. And I got so interested because one of the things she had listed there was how to create online courses and make money out of it. This was really new to me. I never thought you can sell your courses and make money. And so that's what I did. I jumped right in. I did research on some of the things she had listed, and I just landed on Udemy. I don't know whether it's Udemy or Udemy, but for some reason I like them because they have a global audience that is quite huge, and their resources on how to train you to be an instructor and launch courses in their platform are very clear and detailed. I'm one person that really loves details, and I like doing something that is good.
Nice.
Yes.
Incredible. So what made you decide? Okay, you have said it. You have said that you decided to start your online course because of the pandemic, right? And the business was going down.
Yes.
Do you want to add on that? Anything else that really inspired you apart from the pandemic?
Yes.
And my post and being a teacher? Anything else? Because you're doing something called, it's called what? You're doing
life skills.
Yeah.
Yes. What I noticed over time in my career journey is that people were struggling to really move from one level to the next. And it's not because they don't have the expertise of what they do, but it's something to do with their personalities, or, like how we can just encourage ourselves to be better. Most people are not able to do that. And so when I saw guys that are really gifted struggling, I thought, why not do a course in life skills? It's some skills that everyone needs.
So do you teach, you are a teacher, do you teach life skills? I remember in school, we used to have timetable life skills.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we used to have life skills lesson. I did. And you know what happened when we were in school? Chemistry teacher would come and teach her subject instead of teaching us life skills. Now we are learning life skills as adults.
Oh my goodness, that's so unfortunate. In fact, you're lucky you had even life skills on the timetable.
Oh, wow. They don't exist now?
In my generation, old, I actually didn't learn this.
Okay.
I didn't learn this from school.
Mm-hmm.
I happened to have just come across life skills curriculum in my journey of working
Mm-hmm.
in a program where I was training youths. That's where the first time I came across the life skills curriculum, and I was able to teach it. I enjoyed it, and I said I'm going to create a course for everyone.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Nice. So in front of you, you can see somebody called Donna Farhi. So Donna Farhi teaches yoga foundation. Let's look at somebody else. John Kabat teaches mindful meditation. We have Emily Moss teaches sex and communication. I want you to look at the things these people are teaching, and you can hear Betty is a teacher. What do you teach in school, Betty?
Interestingly, it has nothing to do with life skills. I'm a designer, textile and fashion designer.
Wow, nice.
Yes.
But you're teaching life skill. Now, can you see these people? They are teaching sex. A lady like Emily Moss is teaching sex and communication. She has realized probably people are having bad sex, and maybe it's because of communication. In fact, if you watch this lady on YouTube, and she goes to big events to teach people about foreplay, orgasm, such things. So you should really look into these things and teach people. I was watching another lady on YouTube teaching people how to use sex toys, and I was so surprised, and I never thought somebody would teach such a thing. And then we have this other lady on Mind Valley. If you follow Mind Valley, she teaches meditation for sex. And I'm like, okay, wow. So you see, do not confine yourself into chemistry, I don't know, and what. Look at what people are looking for. Look at the struggles people are struggling with, okay? And tap into that, and you will see great opportunity on that. We have Apollonia, and she teaches bread baking. I want you to see how these people are niche. She teaches bread baking. She's not even teaching Black Forest. She's not even teaching baking a cake. She's teaching bread. And you should really watch her on YouTube and try to understand what really inspired her when she lost her both parents in a helicopter crash, and she started her business. She took over her father's business, and now she knew she had to lead. She talks about leading. She talks about now she talks about even bread baking. So whatever skill you have, embrace it. Another person we have is actually Lupo. So on this side, it's Lupo as Lupo, the man, and we have her as a drag. So he says he can be addressed as he or she. You can see on this side, it's he. So he teaches self-expression and authenticity. He talks about how you should stand out because you are not built to fit in. And you should really look at this, how these people teach things that you would never expect to be taught, okay? We have Dr. Jane Goodall, and she teaches conservation. So if you are in NGO and you really feel that the message is not being driven collectively or being sent, make sure you really explain how to go, maybe water shortage, maybe dumping, maybe anything that's bothering you, and teach it. This doctor is actually those people who study primates. She studied primates. Now we have Ron Finley, and he teaches gardening. Can you imagine teaching gardening? Yeah, he teaches gardening. So if you are good at balcony gardens, teach that. And guess what? As you're teaching balcony garden, you have those containers for putting those plants. You still sell them on your website. And now, because you're still teaching, people will contract you to go and do for them kitchen garden. So on that thing, you have 3 sources of income. You are having a recorded course, number 1. You are selling those pots, number 2. And now you're getting jobs to go and now do the gardening for people in balcony. You specialize. Is it the balcony? Is it the is it the backyard of someone? Let's see, the other person is actually Bobby Brown, and I'll be taking Bobby Brown's course on makeup. She teaches makeup and beauty. And what I like about Bobby Brown, you see, she says you're not your makeup is not supposed to change how you look like. And all the time I go on YouTube, I'm looking at these people. They look like different people when they are in makeup. When they remove makeup, they look like different people. You see the way this woman has makeup, but she still has her wrinkles seen. Even when I age, I still want to have my wrinkles seen. There is no problem with me having wrinkles. They're just my wrinkles. I really want to embrace that. I don't want to change myself.
That's true. You
Yeah,
shouldn't.
exactly. We have this lady. She's French. She actually famous because of that wrap dress. You see the wrap dresses we put. Yeah, we women. She teaches building a fashion brand. So if you have been aspiring to do fashion and you're saying, oh, I don't have money to do a fashion to go for fashion school, just enroll for her masterclass. It's $15 a month. Look at who is paid for $15 to be viewed. A lady like this who makes millions and millions of dollars, and she's charging it at an affordable rate. Okay, then let's look at Robin Roberts. She's actually a journalist. She's an anchor in the US. She teaches effective and authentic communication. You can really see what these people teach. Okay, we have Salah Brakely. She's the founder of Spanx. And if you really want to understand how to package, how to design, how to become a self-made entrepreneur, that's what Sarah teaches. She actually specializes in innerwear. Hizi vitu tunaitanga biker. She specializes in that, bras, innerwear that makes women feel comfortable and it's seamless. And she's a billionaire because of that. She even talks about product pricing, product packaging, how to deal with manufacturers, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you can literally teach anything and everything. And if you read Vogue or you follow Vogue, you know Anna Wintour, and she teaches creativity and leadership, and she explains why you should lead and not follow. Okay, she explained that so well. You should really look into Anna Wintour. And then we have Simone Biles. You can imagine she does gymnastics, and she's teaching gymnastic fundamentals. Now you can imagine the cameras all over her, and she's jumping and she's swinging herself, and you know she's an Olympic, and she's an Olympic, you know, she's a Olympic gold medalist. She's one of the most famous gymnasts we have in the world. So you should really watch how she does. So if you're planning to do things that require camera and all that, you should really try to watch these classes and see how these people do these courses. Then we have Tan France. Can you imagine? He teaches style for everyone. Style for everyone, for crying out loud. Style for everyone. Like, wow. Imagine, style for everyone. So don't be like, oh, what do I teach? Marie Kondo on Netflix teaches how to fold your clothes, teaches minimalism, teaches how to get rid of your junk. You should watch Marie Kondo teaching those things. And we have this lady. She's a YouTuber. When I started following Anabe, I think Anabe was at was less than 100,000 subscribers. And Anabe teaches modern elegance. She teaches you how to hold wine, how to be an affluent woman, how to be a high society woman, how to look authentic, how to behave. Oh my God, how to behave when you're with a man, how to be feminine. This is what Anabe teaches, okay? So you can see, you can literally teach anything. This is my good friend. His name is Antonio Amos. He has a YouTube channel, and Antonio teaches Amazon affiliates. He doesn't teach anything else. He just teaches Amazon affiliates, and that's what has taken him where he is. That's what he only does. Okay. And then we have other people like Walter. He teaches writing. We have other people like Betty. She's called Betty who? Can somebody write for me that the name of that lady? Betty Chitty. Betty, she's my friend on Facebook. That lady, she charges her course almost 200,000. I just look for Antonio Amos on YouTube. I think that's where you will find him. There is this lady, her name is Betty, and Betty teaches I think, and her course are almost 250,000 shillings. So yeah, and you see others are charging $15, but that doesn't limit Betty from charging her courses the way she wants. Competition should never determine how you charge your courses. Period. Okay? Yeah. So, why did you choose Udemy, and what should we know before we get into Udemy?
Thanks, Njambi. Before we even go to Udemy, I had options of teaching on Zoom and WhatsApp, and I had actually started a course to that respect. But then it didn't go so well because the course was targeting house managers and stuff like that. So landing onto Udemy was just like when I saw your post, that is what actually made me know that I can do something on Udemy. Now, why Udemy?
Yes.
Udemy has a leading, it's actually the leading global marketplace for courses. It has over 60,000 instructors and close to 3 million, I think, learners or something like that. So you can imagine, with such a large pool of students and instructors to learn from, it would be a rich resource where you'll be able to learn how to get, you face a challenge by actually facing the mountain. You don't run away from it.
Exactly.
So I chose to start from a challenging platform like that. And I like the way they have detailed instructions on how to make their courses. I've not found that on Skillshare and Thinkific. Yes, they do indicate what they want in their courses, but not as detailed as Udemy. So that's why I went to it. And I like it because it has challenged me to achieve something I wouldn't have achieved before. Now, before you even go to Udemy, no, Udemy is actually free. You just there's an option where you say you want to be an instructor, and then they guide you step by step on how to meet each and every step before they actually allow you to publish the course. You must finish all the steps, but they usually do a background check on their instructors. To an extent, you even have to be send your ID. They check your image using a third-party system and stuff like that to authenticate that you're the person who has produced that particular course.
Nice. That's amazing. Yeah. What about payments? How do you receive your money through Udemy? After how long are you paid?
Now, Udemy has this payment policy where they have recently actually revised their payment policies where they pay their instructors. If you're new, you would have to wait for close to 2 months, almost 60 days to receive the first payment. That being, they say you're building your profile, and they're also trying to collect data from the site that you're marketing so they can be able to market your course properly. So it takes a little longer the first time. You're paid through a PayPal account, but for Americans, they can be paid through other options like bank and like that. But for us Kenyans or in other countries, you must have a PayPal account to be able to be paid.
That's good. That's amazing.
Yes. So if someone would like to know more about Udemy, I would actually encourage that, because this is what I did. I didn't even ask anyone. I went to their website. I read almost each and every resource they had about creating courses and marketing courses on their website. And I was very keen to follow each and every detail because they are very particular, especially for videos and audio. You have to invest in good equipment for that to happen. For starters, I was doing audio with my laptop screen, but then I realized when I sent the first video, they actually say the quality is pretty bad. So I had to get headphones, like this one's used by customer care experts.
Yeah.
A friend of mine actually lent me a pair of them, and that's what I have been using. And that's why you can hear probably in my videos, I sound very clear. So you have to invest in a good audio equipment.
I like the fact that you didn't give up because you didn't have good audio. You went ahead and told your friend, "Where, tafadhali, help me with that." You know,
But
some of us are like, "Oh, hata sina microphone, hata sina." Let me tell you, I used to do this morning classes with a lady called Eunice. And one day she asked me, "Jane, do you live near the road?" I told her no. "And what is that noise I hear?" I told her, "It's the fan of my computer."
that is a smart answer. In fact, let me tell guys, one of the things I have in the course is how to advocate for what you need. You know, if you don't speak up what you want, you'll never get any help. So I remember when I went into creating this course, I was wondering, now what do I do? You know, even the laptop I'm using, I was gifted by a friend. So someone shouldn't feel like I'm from this rich family or well-to-do people. I have everything that I need. The laptop and the headphones are actually gifts from people. So
Wow.
anything is possible when you put your heart to it.
Thank you so much for that. It's so inspiring.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Can we continue? You have something to add?
Maybe what I would add would be as we progress and if I get interest from people who want to know how to develop a course.
Okay.
Yes.
So now here we are. So when somebody searches Udemy, this is the website, right? So they come here and say, teach on Udemy.
Exactly.
Nice. You know, I have bought so many courses on Udemy. So many.
Yeah, so you said something like 27 going to 28.
No,
That is awesome.
not all 27. Actually, one I bought it at 1999. 1999, and I bought it from another website from a guy I saw on Google, and he was really explaining things very well.
What do you mean? $2,000?
Yeah, I bought
Wow.
Yes, when you want something, you buy it. I bought it.
Tell you.
I did drop shipping. Actually, that's what helps me with my Facebook advertising. That's why I do my Facebook ads so well. That's why I did my Facebook ads so well for the it's called what? For the to lashes. Because I learned from him, because he was teaching drop shipping.
Wow.
With Facebook ads.
If you want to invest in something good, yes, you spend money, but you learn something very valuable. So yes, that's awesome.
Yeah, but you know, if you don't have money, don't go out saying, "Oh, no, I don't have money," like the one Njambi had. No. There is always an alternative. Okay,
Kabisa.
there is always an alternative to anything. So another thing is Skillshare. You can see down here, we have Skillshare. You can teach on Udemy, but we have other platforms like Skillshare. So if you're planning to teach online, you can be on Udemy. You can have your courses on Skillshare. And there is something you told me about Udemy. What is that thing? When you have your course on Udemy, what will happen to my course on Skillshare? Because now Skillshare, I don't determine the pricing. I just put it there.
When you're on Udemy, one of their policies is that if you price your course, let's say for $19.99, you should never sell that course in any other marketplace or platform for a price lower than that. So if you have to price it on Skillshare or in Thinkific or wherever you want to put it, it has to be at that price or higher. Otherwise, if you put something lower, Udemy is going to ban you from their marketplace.
In Skillshare, you don't put the price. It's like YouTube. You put the video there.
Yes,
depending on view.
Skillshare is a special because you're paid based on view. But I think on Thinkific you have an option of free or premium courses. Now premium, you put a price, right?
Okay, I'll get to that because that's where my courses are hosted.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to become a teacher on Skillshare, you can become a teacher at the footer. You scroll down, you go to the footer of Skillshare and teach on Skillshare, and that's it. So LinkedIn Learning. So you see this domain here, linkedinlearning.com/instructor. By the way, guys, do you know the person who propelled and showed people there is an opportunity in online course creation is a lady called Linda, and she's the one who sold Linda to LinkedIn, and they named it LinkedIn Learning, and she sold it at $1 billion. She was teaching and she was finding she was repeating the same thing. So because I think she did computer science, I'm not sure, I think she did computer science, she came up with something that her students will keep referring to when she teach. So she teach, student refer. She teach, student refer. And she realized it's making her money. She made so much money and she sold that company $1 billion to LinkedIn. That's what she did. And becoming a LinkedIn instructor, you see the domain, you come and fill in things. Even you can sign up with your LinkedIn login details, okay? It's free. But about Skillshare, I don't know. Now, I use Thinkific. This is where I host my online course. And this is why we started with my friend from day one. So we went to Udemy and realized we are going to be paid after 60 days. And I told my friend, I'm not getting paid after 60 days. I'm getting paid immediately for my money. And you know the problem with Udemy, they take a commission, right? How much do they take from your sale?
Currently, the revised rates is that you retain, if you're marketing purely by yourself without their promotional services, you're going to retain 97% of the sales. 3%, they use it as a service fee. But if they are marketing for you in any way, let's say there is one promotional option that you can pick, you retain 37%, and the rest is retained by Udemy. Now, the good thing with that arrangement is, if your course is really well reviewed and rated, you can actually manage to just sit back and wait for the money to hit your account without doing any marketing whatsoever, which is why most people who are really doing well in Udemy don't even raise a finger to market anything. Udemy does it for them.
Okay, there is this somebody who is disturbing me. I mean, stop calling.
Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for that. And I have seen somebody saying since 2013 to 2020, I read a blog. He was saying he has been paid by Udemy $1 million US.
Yes, it's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible. And you know, Udemy behaves like Jumia. Because they want to impress you, they want to rank your course higher. So your course is getting, your course gets bought. So you can now start giving in to what they are really promoting, like you running ads, you letting them run ads for you, right?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, because you
must really have some pretty good reviews and ratings. And that is what attracts people to the course. It's not so much what they do for you, but the initial work you do to make your course to be known out there.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So this is how Thinkific looks like. You get started for free here or here. I have used Thinkific since 2018 and I've been using it free. I paid for my Thinkific just the other day after a lady called Moshemi, Wanjiko Moshemi, told me, Njambi, you really have to get us to be your affiliates on Thinkific. And you know, to have affiliates in your course, you really need to upgrade. So I used Thinkific for free. And since the day I posted on Terian Chebet's website, Facebook page, in a span of 7 weeks, I made $2,500 with Thinkific, and it was the free plan. And people would pay on my M-Pesa through the bank, and I would enroll them manually. So if you are thinking of having your money instant, go for Thinkific, the free option, and enroll people manually. They send you the email, you enroll them manually. It's easy that way. And then you have to market yourself. In Thinkific, it's not like Udemy. Thinkific, it's your small website. You know, when you post your courses on Thinkific, it comes with a website. It comes with a link up there with Thinkific thing. And it directs people to buy the course, and they are enrolled to the to the school. If they are enrolled to the school, they can now see everything. It's a learning management system, so it provides you the link. But if you want to really have something beautiful, you have to work on your website. But for beginners, just come to Thinkific and upload if you want to have your money sent to you instant. And that's it. And if you're going to have your course on Udemy and Thinkific, and you're like Betty, so on Thinkific, your course should still be the same, right, Betty?
Actually, I opened Thinkific. I have my own small Betty's school. It sounds good. I opened it on Thinkific yesterday. And I noticed that the content that I have on Udemy, because they usually have specific course content quality, is too heavy for Thinkific.
Oh.
So Thinkific is actually advising me to kind of downgrade the quality of my they're calling it, it's like not really changing the videos, but since mine were totaling 4 GB,
yes,
to make sure that they total to 2 GB. So there is a software they recommend to reduce the video quality for it to be uploaded in their system. So you notice the qualities are very different.
Okay, I get you now. So guys, you've heard about the quality of video. So if you know very well the quality of your video is not good, come to Thinkific.
No, not really at bad, as in if the quality of your video is very heavy, you cannot work with Thinkific. They have a limit.
Oh, so we are talking about the heaviness, not the quality.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So there is a difference. I didn't know. You guys teach me so many things.
You see, when you have a heavy video, its resolution and everything else is quite sharp. So to reduce the quality is actually to reduce the resolution and all that. And Thinkific, the quality is a bit lower than that of Udemy, which is why I love Udemy, because it has put me up there before I come elsewhere.
Nice. That's guys, you've had mmejisikilia si Njambi anaeka chumvi. Haya. So you see my training is actually the course for Thinkific that takes you through how to set up everything. How to set up everything on Thinkific. Did you try taking the course?
On your
on
course?
Thinkific, the my training. This course?
No, not quite. I haven't yet.
It's a very nice course. So if you really want to learn how to put videos on Thinkific, come to my training, okay?
Okay.
So what are the challenges of learning on your own? You saw my post, you didn't reach out, you did me a huge favor because you would have been a burden since you would not have paid me. So what are your challenges of learning on your own?
Oh, wow. That's a very good question, Jane.
Yes.
One thing about my personality, which is so much like you, I'm the kind of people who put my mind to do something and I do it. You know, exactly. I just do the digging myself. So when I saw your post, I just thought, let me dig. Where I'm stuck, I'll go back to Jane.
Yes.
But good thing with Udemy, most of the resources are there. However, let me put it clear for everyone to hear. The resources may be there and the instructions, but articulating those instructions to make them actually what they should be is a whole other challenge. It is your own self to learn. You see, like what I'm saying about video quality, sijui audio, voiceover, some of these things I didn't just wake up and do them. I had been doing in the past. It's something I had been practicing.
How long did it take you to complete the course with all those instructions and requirements?
In fact, before I started creating the course 3 months ago, I had been practicing voiceover and video editing and stuff like that for other 3 months before.
Wow, 6 months.
So 6 months, I spent a lot of time learning a lot of things online before I actually now went down to plan my course and put it down into small modules.
And we have some people here who come to beat me when things don't work out.
They shouldn't beat you.
Inbox.
They shouldn't beat you because they should know you are just a teacher to guide, but the work it is for them to do.
Thank you so much for saying that. And they and they have to put in the work.
A lot. You put in a lot of work. In fact, you get looking at other experts who have used certain softwares that are foreign to you. You go to YouTube.
Yes.
you come back until you get it right. The teacher can't do that for you. You have to do it for yourself.
Did it waste for you so much time, or did it like, what do you say about the time you spent when learning on your own?
Yes, learning is not time wasting.
Okay, it's not time wasting. Okay,
And the mistakes you learn, you improve, you get better.
so if somebody came to you and said, I really don't want to take that long, if I can pay you to teach me all those things, would you do it for them? Or would you just tell them to take your route? Would you make it shorter for them by helping them achieve that goal maybe in a month instead of taking so long, like 6 months? Would you do
To
that?
be honest, Jane,
Mm-hmm.
I can even anyone to learn what it is I did. But you see, the challenge is, it
You
is
had
me
lost.
teaching.
Ulikuwa umepotea. Can you repeat?
Oh, sorry. I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
it is one thing to teach someone what exactly I did, but it's another for them to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Having taught for 10 years, the challenge I've had with students is, yes, I will teach and I'll be thorough at what I do. But you see, at the end of the day, the doing is not mine. It's actually the student's work. So the teacher can only do so much.
Okay.
And even though I have to teach you nitty-gritty everything I do, that would mean I'm actually doing it for you. So I am going to charge you like a consultant. I do the work for you and you do the rest.
Oh, yeah. Because now I have a problem with people. They pay you. When they pay you to teach them, it's like they are paying you to make them
Sorry, I
money.
lost.
Okay, I'm saying when people pay
Yes.
you, they pay you to teach them. Most people confuse it with paying you to get them results. You get the difference? What would you tell such students who pay to get results? They know very well they are getting into the training. Then they get into the training, they realize, oh, wow, it was not something for 1 hour. It was longer than I thought. It's 7 hours, and I'm expected to implement. Is there a shortcut?
My internet is actually fluctuating, but if I get your question, help me if I didn't get it right, but it's a situation where students feel like they have paid to take too much time. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, because they pay and then they are like, oh, I'm not getting the results quickly. And I tell them, when you focus on getting the results quickly, you will get more frustrated. But when you focus on learning and taking the steps, you will get you will get to the end quickly, and you will get results quickly. That's how I tell them. But if you keep complaining it's long, you will not get there quickly.
This is what I can say. There is nothing good that comes without effort.
Yeah.
Anything that you get too quickly without effort and having learned the nitty-gritties of doing it,
Yes.
you'll not even value it.
Exactly.
So I would rather someone goes through the learning process. Let me tell you, once you learn a skill on how to do something, you never ever forget. Trust me. So it's good to put in the time, however long it is, learn the skill, and you'll never forget. Let's not be the kind of people who want a hit and run kind of success. It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. Thank you for that. So,
You're welcome.
oh, the meeting is over? Wow. No, it's over. So, wow, that was quick. Now we can take questions. Hello? So, I'll stop recording the meeting so we can now take questions. So, if somebody wants to reach you, where do they get you? And on top of that, can you add in the chat box, can you tell people where you are? Can you share with the people your link for your course? Maybe they can purchase your course.
There is a link I have shared. I hope everyone can see it. Again, if someone wants to reach me, and this I'll be very specific for everyone who's listening. If anyone wants to know how to develop a course, this is something I'm going to think about as a course that I can develop to help flow, right? I am personalized kind of training one-on-one with someone, because I have many other things I'm doing. I would rather have a packaged course where someone can access and learn how to put the course together. There is more than just shooting a video and audio and stuff like that. There is also instructional design, chunking and putting your course into manageable modules. That is something I can teach.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. So we will start taking questions.